We groggily come to as our alarm chimes. 6 hours isn't really enough sleep considering how hard we've been working, but we're just gonna have to suck it up. It's already 11 o'clock at night. We need to get out on the water. We chomp down some lettuce and follow it up with an energy drink. After giving our gear a once-over, we grab our boat and start dragging it through the now familiar maze that we call home. There's a full moon tonight. We hadn't considered that, but it's lucky for us. It'll make this a lot easier. We can see almost clear to the river as we drag our kayak south across the field. We're a little nervous sliding the thing into the water. We did add a bunch of weight with all this armor and cargo, but it looks like it's still floating. Carefully, we climb on board and settle ourselves onto the seat. And we are underway. Rowing is a little awkward at first, but our craft is surprisingly fast once we get going. We decide to slow down a bit, however. We'll need to conserve energy for the fight ahead. Dark shapes move in the water, and some of them are clearly not fish, but our craft is almost silent, and we slip past undetected. Before we go too far up the river, however, we have another stop to make. Yesterday we spotted smoke on this island. Somebody must have been there. Maybe we can meet up with them. On the south end of the island, we find a lone zombie outside of a simple wooden shack. We pass by a small spring that feeds out into the river. The banks are rich with clay deposits. We call out, "Hello?" Inside, we find kilns and some homemade ceramics. There's a gun and some ammunition, too. The Remington 700 is a bolt-action hunting rifle chambered in .30-06, which is a very powerful round. This person probably had it here for deer or bear hunting, but it would do the job for zombies just as well. Still, if someone lives here, we don't want to rob them. Past the garden outside, we find a log cabin half hidden among the reeds. Doesn't look like anyone's home. Get out of here, goose! We spot him on the east end of the island. A man in cowboy boots, with a ball cap and a high-visibility plastic jacket. He has a gun in his hand, but he doesn't point it at us as we approach. Did you see it? See what? It's eating the zombies. There's a haunted look in his eyes, like he's seen something he shouldn't have. What are you talking about? You haven't seen it. You came from up north, yeah? It's out there somewhere, in the woods. It's like a demon. No, I don't think I've seen anything like that. It's just been zombies and, mutated zombies. Hey, are you okay? Nah, definitely not okay. I'm Nestor. How about you? Mellifera. Look, I don't know you, but I don't think that really matters anymore. I have a safe place to stay. Do you want to come with me? I got one too. You can stay here if you want, but I'm not leaving this island until I know that thing is dead. Nestor looks capable, or at least he's well armed, but from what we've seen, his supplies won't last him long out here. Maybe we can find whatever he's talking about and kill it for him. It sounds intimidating, but we are armed to the teeth, and having an extra person around would be a great help. He marks the place he saw this alleged monster on our map, and we head out, leaving him to his island for now. We pass under a bridge, our kayak quietly gliding through the water. The south bank is lit by fireflies, impossibly huge as they buzz around the swamp. It's probably a good thing we took the boat instead of hiking. Those are likely not the only giant bugs out there. We go for a drink of water as we paddle and accidentally run our boat aground. Oops. Terrible shrieking sounds pierce the night as we head west. At first, we think someone might be in trouble, or maybe a lot of someone's, but a jagged, bulky shape glistening in the moonlight dispels that illusion. This section of the river is infested with giant crabs. The crustaceans are bizarrely warped into an almost upright posture, easily as tall as we are and much bulkier. They wield sharp-looking pincers and howl like they're being tortured as they splash among the reeds. A dark shape towers over the scene. From here it looks like it might be some kind of wrecked ship, and the sounds echoing from that direction suggest there are many more inside. We'll just go around. It's nearly 1 a.m. when we reach Minot. From here, we can see sleepy-looking houses and unlit streets. The apparent calm is shattered by more screeching. There's another one of those crab monsters here. We'll just pop in our earplugs and evade it. There's still a ways to go, but we're more sure than ever that this is the right way. We passed by a boarded-up church on the edge of the river. Interesting, but there's no time for distractions. Closing in on our destination, our stomach tightens as the reality of what we're about to do sets in. This is as close as the river comes to Kirk's house. This is it. Last stop. We lay our shotgun down on the riverbank and take up our bow. This is a perfect night for archery. The bow won't be much good if a horde figures out where we are in the open, but it might allow us to get closer to our destination if we're quiet. We step on a shotgun hull as we march through the grass, suggesting that we are not the first person to try making a stand out here. It takes a second, but a single arrow drops the first straggler. And so we come to Park Street. Kirk's place is just a few blocks over. Something terrible oozes out of the back of a wrecked ambulance, lit by the red and blue flash of the emergency lights that are still flickering on and off. It's a collection of human bodies, at least 4 or 5 of them, seemingly melted into each other. Grasping hands and moaning faces protrude from the putrid mass, looking for more to add to their combined bulk. We loose a few arrows, clearing the east side of the intersection. We'll sneak past the monstrosity for now, scouting out the intersection as we head north. Something scrambles across a lawn, and our eyes instantly recognize what should be an impossible shape. That's a dog-sized cockroach. As we move up to the 3rd Street intersection, there's a distant echoing pop. Gunfire. We bow down a couple of zombies, but they're too densely packed here to keep this up. We'll need a staging ground to prepare our assault. Maybe we can use this house here. We are immediately disabused of that notion as shapes rush us in the dark. We fall back through the broken window and the moonlight illuminates 3 bodies pursuing us. We see something that doesn't make sense. 2 of these people are obviously dead. The third one is not. She wields a hefty wood axe and we can hear her breathing and giggling under her breath. Somehow, the zombies don't seem to notice her. We stumble back to the street and take out the nearest zombie. The others go down without much trouble, leaving only the deranged axe woman. We don't want to kill a human being, but we have to defend ourselves. She falls with a gurgling sigh. One of these zombies was a paramedic. We find a scalpel in its pocket. This could be very useful. We try the house again, but get pushed back a second time. This place is overrun, and we're at a great disadvantage trying to sneak in. We come across a Walther CCP on one of the downed zombies. These are really cool guns designed for concealed carry. The whole thing is less than 7 inches long, and it works great as a holdout weapon. The magazine only holds 8 rounds though, not so good for our present situation. We finally managed to clear the first floor of the house, taking out a zombie in the backyard before heading upstairs. Ouch! A rock comes flying through an open doorway and hits us in the side. There's another person up here, a crazed human being, covered in filth and no less bloodthirsty than the zombies. This is a really bad matchup for our bow. The rocks aren't doing a ton of damage, but they can throw them much faster than we can shoot, and we're just going to keep taking hits if we try to stand our ground here. Thinking fast, we slide open the bathroom window and hop down to the ground below as another rock hits us in the back. Gone are our earlier moral qualms. We're running on some primitive instinct now, knocking another arrow. Quickly but quietly, we make our way inside and up the stairs. As expected, we find the deranged person in the bathroom, looking out the window to try to find us. They don't see us taking aim. At the last second, they move and our shot hits the wall as we try to track them. Damn it! Alright then, let's get up close and personal. We slink back toward the stairs and swap our bow for our cudgel. In close quarters, they are no match for our superior speed and skill. Now it's time to go get our stuff. Ah! Somehow we failed to spot this gigantic cockroach, which is mutated almost beyond recognition. It's no less nimble for the extra legs and tumorous growths on its body, leaping at us with its horrible little mouth parts. We are in no position to fight this thing, so we just sprint away until it loses track of us. As we creep back down the street, we're struck by how little of an impact all of our archery actually had. There are still zombies everywhere. It's time to get serious. We drag our boat and all of its supplies up the street, laying our bow a safe distance behind. First, we'll want to line this intersection with nailboard traps. We unload our stash of guns, wondering if it'll be enough. We can just carry all of these for now. We level our AR pistol at one of the cockroaches and fire the first shot of the night. And here they come. We step back to our row of traps and pull out our ebook. It doesn't have the biggest speakers, but it's loud enough. We place the ebook on the ground as it cranks out a thundering guitar riff. This'll get their attention. We flick the flashlight on, giving the undead a clear view of us, then turn it off again. Let them come. We've got a shotgun. With the first wave down, we swap to the AR pistol to take on the second. We move to the south side of the intersection to reload. The dead are swarming, but they're having trouble finding us. We slap in yet another Stanag mag. We try to keep track of how many rounds we have left, but our thoughts are racing too fast. Is it 90? 100? Park Street is awash with gore, but we've got another block and a half to go. A zombie catches our attention by banging on a chain link fence. Is this a skate park? We can actually make use of these knee pads down in the pool. We quickly pull those on. The dead mass at the fence until a part of it falls down. With crowds like this, it'll be very important to stay mobile. And that gives us an idea. We kick off our combat boots and pull on a pair of roller skates. These will significantly increase our speed on flat ground, but we won't be able to effectively defend ourselves in melee. Lucky for us, we brought an arsenal.
ask them